I want to thank you guys. What a year. Thank you, Todd, for the introduction. Really, I want to start by thanking my wife, Michaela. We've had some pretty amazing opportunities, amazing experiences this year, but being with you by my side has been the best part of it all, so thank you, babe. This year was different. This year took an army, and that includes my FVP, Mr. Lauer, Mike Foster, Mr. Blackburn, a ton of help, Scotty Lee, and all the home office superstars who are not only helpful, but really a requirement in order for us to be our best selves in front of our customers in the field each and every day. When I was thinking about this speech, I said I could spend a few minutes talking about all the things we didn't have this year, if you know our story, or the obstacles we had to overcome, but I don't really think that would have done this year or my team justice. The running conversation amongst the people who are going to deliver speeches tonight, during sales celebration throughout the week is you'd ask each other, hey, have you written your speech yet? How's your speech going? And each time someone was asking, I was telling them no. And they'd look at me crazy and assume I'm going to wing it. But that's not really why I hadn't written it. It's because all week I've been trying to come up with a word or a phrase or a saying that best represented the Golden Gators and this team and really this year. Was it talent? Because we definitely have a lot of talent, as you heard from some of it this evening. Discipline. We all know discipline's important to success, but it wasn't discipline. What about endurance? You do one of these sales campaigns, you've got big goals and you're committed, the sales year's long. It takes endurance. But then I ended up landing on one word that I felt best represented the Golden Gators in 2023, and that word's resilience. When I think about that word, I know endurance is, important when you're going through something, right? But resilience, to me, is after you went through that something, your ability to recover and bounce back from that adversity. And that's exactly what we did this year. We overcame all odds and put together the greatest year in Optavise sales history. Gators, thank you. Gators, I'm proud of each and every one of you, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity to work with you. Give yourselves one more round of applause for your resiliency in 2023. The other thing I was reflecting on this week is really how far this organization, my team, has come in Florida. It's funny because the last time we were at this resort, we were celebrating 2016 sales campaign. It was January 2017, and I had my first opportunity to represent my team on this actual stage as Regional Manager of the Year. I think at that point we did maybe $2 million in sales to win that award, which shows you how far we've come. And even more interesting is our entire team. For those of you that were there, we could fit around one dinner table. And so to be here representing, 4 times the sales volume and 60 attendees and guests is pretty special, especially knowing all that it took to get here. So as Carter mentioned, people are asking, what's the secret? How do you stay on top? How do you keep raising the bar? These are things that I've been asked over the years, and I guess I've never really sat down to try to answer them. Maybe give a cliche answer here or there, but I wanted to try to do that tonight. And I'll start by saying really what it isn't. It's not one account. We've proven that, right? It's not one person on a team. It's not your upline. It's not dwelling on what went right or what went wrong or what could go wrong. Because guess what? It's going to go wrong. You're going to have an obstacle. It really doesn't get easier. The difference is you just get stronger. You just get better. And that leads to the first thing that I could point to that did help us get here. And that's to stop saying stuff about your business that you don't want to be true. Our team stopped dwelling on what we didn't have or what we had to overcome because you can't outperform the language that comes out of your mouth or the thoughts and beliefs in your head. The second secret, I would say, to be to innovate and get better at your business each year. Actually take initiative to improve your business. I smile when I come to meetings and trainings that we get as a leadership team, and I'm hearing about the company rolling out training systems or bundling products or using different enrollment strategies, and I'm smiling because it's something our team has done for years. And I don't think the point is that we've done those things, but I think the point is that we're trying to change before we have to. We want to act like a bigger organization than we are in that given moment. As Todd mentioned, one of my favorite quotes, Wayne Gretzky said, he never skated to where the puck was, but he skated to where the puck was going to be. And that's what we try to do in this organization. And by the way, I think it's important to note, you don't have to be a state manager to come up with a new idea or process or strategy. You don't even need to be 100% confident. In fact, I'd recommend not being 100% confident. You just need to be 51% confident to take that first step to try something new. If you wait till you're 100%, I promise you'll never get there. You know, the third is something I talked with the leadership team about at our last state manager workshop, and that's overcoming the fear of failure. We all have tough times in the business, and one of the things I had to settle on and talk with my leadership team about is it's okay sometimes that the business isn't growing or your team isn't growing. It's okay if you're not making the strides you want to financially or on paper. But the question you have to ask yourself is, in the process of those reps and those small failures, are you becoming a better business person? Are you becoming better at your craft? Are you becoming better so that when the next opportunity arises, that next new agent, the next new account, the next opportunity for more responsibility, you're going to be better equipped to not only handle it but take full advantage of it? That's something we focus on. Each time we did something different at an enrollment or onboarding new agents, changing hierarchy responsibilities, we knew it could fail, we knew it may not work, but we were fine with that because we knew we couldn't get to where we wanted to go in the current state where our business was at that moment in time. And so each time something didn't work, we did get better, and we ended up being more equipped to handle that next change and that next challenge. And finally, probably the biggest secret that I would give if you want to be like these folks up on the stage is really more of a transition. And that's a transition into making these trips and these awards and this night about the men and women on your team and not about yourself. You know, the best time I had all week, honestly, I was telling Michaela, was watching the team cheer for each other on Tuesday night. And the most emotion that I felt all week, outside of some of the speeches tonight, were seeing the spouses of team members that I have getting emotional about their loved one being recognized on stage. You know, everyone always says that, but here's the reality. You know, you can win an award like district manager or regional manager, or even state manager of the year by making a single sales year about yourself, making the accomplishment about your achievement. But I can promise you, you will not win it year after year until it becomes about the achievements, the aspirations, and the goals of the people on your team. You know, last night someone asked me, Mr. Noddy, what are you going to do in 2024 to beat 2023? And he'll tell you I didn't have a specific answer, and I think that's the best part, because you don't have to have the answer, you just have to know what's going to happen. So I'll leave you tonight with one final thought from 2023. The most challenging environment can be the best environment if you don't give up, because it's the most challenging environment that will bring out the things inside of you that nothing else will. Thank you, guys. Here's to 2024.